There's a 6-foot softball sitting at the edge of Chauvin, made from a repurposed septic tank painted white with bright blue eyes and a smile. Most people assume it's just another roadside oddity, but why would a town of 300 build something like that? Hello and welcome to the video. If this is your first time here, my name is Mike. If you've been here before, my name is still Mike, but you would have known that already. Chauvin started in 1908 as a railroad siding when the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway pushed through this part of Alberta. The town site was surveyed that same July, lots went up for sale, settlers arrived quickly, and the district became a distribution center, not just for mail, which had previously only come through Ribstone, but as a supply point for the surrounding area. The village was incorporated on December 30th, 1912, and believed to be named after George von Chauvin, an engineer with the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway. The first hotel went up that same year, and from just 25 people, the population grew steadily. In 1911, the first bank opened in a small granary-like building that was hauled into town. Not exactly grand, but it worked. By 1920, the bank had moved into a new brick building on the corner across from the hotel. 2 years later, the merchant bank merged with the Bank of Montreal. That brick building is still there, and you can see it when you drive through. The railroad brought people and purpose, but by the mid-70s and into the 80s, the rails weren't what held the community together anymore. Softball was. You see, softball was huge in this part of Alberta back then, and local leagues ran all summer, towns fielded teams week after week, but the June Jamboree, that was the big one. A 3-day tournament of champions that drew the best teams from Alberta, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan from 1975 until 1987. In 1980, village councilor members set out to find an iconic symbol that captured the spirit of Chauvin. Their choice was inspired by that thriving softball culture. Arnold Seam found a septic tank in Bashaw with the right shape. They cut off the rims and risers, reshaped the cap into a ball cap, and handed it over to local artist Carol Pollard. She painted it white, added the blue eyes, smile, and details, and Susie was ready for the jamboree. The tournament eventually ended. The sport is still alive in some neighboring communities, but Chauvin does not have a team anymore. Today, Chauvin has a population of about 300. That brick building from 1920, the one that served as the Merchants Bank, became the Bank of Montreal, is still on the corner. It's a Vision Credit Union now. The Egg Society brought back the June Jamboree a couple of years ago. Not a tournament anymore, just a family festival. Every year, Susie greets visitors and her charm draws plenty of photo ops. That former septic tank, now painted like a softball, is more than a decoration. It's proof that a small town once drew hundreds, maybe thousands of people each year. And when the tournament ended, Chauvin decided that memory was worth keeping. So there she sits, smiling. So if you enjoyed this little journey, give that like button a tap. It's free and oddly satisfying. If you haven't subscribed yet, just know I share a new small town story every week, weather permitting, of course. Feel free to pass this along to your aunt, your neighbor, or that one friend who still thinks Alberta ends at Calgary. They need this more than they know. And you'll find Gradient Imaging on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because apparently I'm not busy enough. But until next week, drive safe, wave at strangers, and take the scenic route.